Welcome back to the URG podcast.
Yeah.
We here with a motherfucking young legend, a man who I look up to, who gets things done, who sets his mind to something and accomplishes it. The one and only Ryan Dalan.
Thanks for having me. Shout out to Prevail, my film.
Hell yeah, bro. Welcome in. Well, let's jump straight into it, bro. Prevail. I'll give a little bit of the synopsis here, and then I'll have you break it down. Okay?
All right.
So, Prevail is a adventure. It's a story filled with drama and intensity, and
Yes, sir.
a lot of
Culture.
There's
culture.
I was gonna say good-looking Filipino dudes, but
That too. That's the culture, bro.
I was gonna say pause before I said that.
Oh shit.
But culture sounds much better.
Yeah.
So, yeah, why don't you tell the people a little bit about Prevail, kind of what it's about, and then we'll kind of dive into the making of it.
So Prevail started with the idea of my dad and my uncle to fight each other, and I built it off from there.
Okay.
Because I've always wanted to see I always wanted to make a film about them two fighting, but it never happened. And I was waiting to make a film later on, when I'm much older. But then they're getting older, so I'm like, okay, I gotta make this now before they can't move the way they do anymore. So I'm like, okay, now's the time. And then I made Prevail. And not only were they in it, but I also had my cousins, my brother, basically almost the whole family.
Yeah, it was at the screening, it was damn near a family reunion.
Bro, it was crazy.
It was cheering every time a new uncle or cousin came on the screen, but
it was like a freaking Avengers Infinity War.
Said assemble.
Yeah.
How do you say assemble in Tagalog?
I don't even know. I wish I knew, but
well, yeah. So it's a film that I've seen you've been working on it for. You're still working on it to this day.
Kind of. It's
in a
so
way.
We're finally doing a world premiere at the Big Bad Film Festival. It's an action film festival in Glendale.
Nice.
Congrats.
Congrats on that.
Thank you. It's gonna play with a bunch of other short films, short action films, and then I'm hoping to meet new people and see where it takes me.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm super proud of the work that.
Bro, I'm proud of your work. This guy composed the film.
We gonna get into that, bro.
Okay.
We gonna get into that for sure. So, yeah, I kind of wanted to maybe start from the beginning.
How it started.
Yeah, but in the sense of how do you go about? Because you wrote the entire movie, correct?
Yeah. Well, I wrote it. I had to plan it. I had to do the friggin' schedule, all that stuff. It's not writing is just a small aspect of the whole picture.
So what was the first thing that happened? Was it the script and the dialogue, or was it the kind of the concept and the scenes that were gonna happen, or was it kind of a combination of it?
At first, it was just gonna be a fight, with no story.
Okay.
But then I'm like, wait, what am I doing? I know how to write.
I'm a filmmaker.
Yeah, I might as well put a story and do something with it and go all out. So the original plan is so much. This is in every film. The first idea is really different than the outcome. Mm-hmm. I even forgot the original. I just know it's completely different. But from there, then you kind of have to start figuring out what is possible, because everyone has an idea of oh yeah, we're gonna do crazy effects and all this stuff. But it's what do you have? What can you do? What's possible? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I have to lean into my strengths and what I have. And it's okay, I have two relatives that know how to fight. Okay. I have access to these fake weapons. And then I have an underused city, because everyone films in LA for some reason. Here, they don't require a permit, and it looks so much unique than just a city.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let's film something down here, then a fight in a rooftop in LA. And then just being that unique makes you stand out. So
yeah, you can't even tell when you watch the film, it was yo, was this filmed in the
Bro,
Philippines?
People were saying did you go out of state to film this? I'm like, no, that's in California, man. People just don't look around hard enough.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, it definitely takes you out of or it takes you into the world of Prevail when you watch it. But that's pretty interesting. So you kind of started with the concept of a fight, and then when you wanted to develop more of a story, you were just like, let me see what I have available to me
Yeah.
and how I can create the best story with what I got.
Yeah.
Because you went to school for, you studied
I studied
film?
advertising.
You studied advertising.
That was my
yeah.
major,
Okay.
and my minor was film. But
Mhm.
I'm glad I did advertising because that's how I funded the film, is crowdfunding. And then crowdfunding is a lot of promotions and then, advertising. So that's what made me reach the $6,000 goal. So
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty. So that's pretty smart of you to just know that you wanted to do film, but you got your major in advertising and your
Yeah.
minor in film.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was initially there for accounting, and then I'm like, yeah, it's completely different.
Shit.
But then I was only doing it just because, like, I felt like it was an expectation for me. But then I'm like, I'm going to do what I want to do because there's only one life to live,
Yeah.
And then the school is not really good. It didn't really have a good film program because, like, the film program is in the basement of the library. You know what I'm saying? Versus, like, other colleges, they have, like, a whole building just for film. But we're, like, kind of in the little kick down. But we did have a good we had a good advertising program.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so I could always learn film outside of school, and I'll still do it here, but I'm gonna like focus a little bit more on advertising, and that's because people don't realize like making a film is like it's hard, but then they neglect the advertising aspect of it because let's say you make a kick-ass film, it doesn't matter if you don't promote it, no one watches it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm glad I learned a lot from there.
Yeah, that's do you feel like getting your college education helped you in the process of making this short film specifically?
Not in ways you would expect, because like in college I met a lot of people, and then
Mhm.
those people helped me make this film to life. Shout out to all the cast and crew.
Yep.
Without them, like I wouldn't know what to do, because I can't imagine without going to like school or film school, and you kind of just don't know anyone, and you just have to I don't know how people figure it out.
Yeah.
Film school just helps you, like it kicks you off because now you're stuck with these people.
Well, yes, and also that's a props to you for taking advantage of it, because some people go to school
Yeah,
and don't
just to-
build
just to-
relationships.
yes.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, I think that is a great advantage to
Yeah.
get from school, because it's like everybody just struggling to, like, people come out to LA thinking, oh yeah, it's fucking glitz and glamour over here and shit, but
No, it's
should be rough.
everyone's
at the
going through
beginning,
it.
at the beginning, the first stages are always rough. You know what I mean? I feel like in
Yeah.
every field, but
yeah.
okay. So then, from the stages of, all right, so you had the concept, right? You
Yeah.
had your tools. You already went to school. You'd already made other short
Yeah.
films. Already worked on other projects.
Yeah.
And so now you get to the point of like, when does it go from that to, okay, we got the camera and we're filming? Like what? Or
For my for Prevail, I was like, okay, I need money to make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yes, you can make short films with nothing, which is great. But for this one, like I needed money. So I first crowdfunded, and I made a pitch video. And then crowdfunding is hard. I did a ton of research on like how to make this work. And people don't research. They think they just post it and then like they'll get the goal. But there's like a strategy to it. So after doing research, and I released the pitch video, and I did promotions like almost every day, and worked hard. And at the same time, I had to do pre-production, which is planning the film itself. Eventually, I got the money, and then I got to make it. How I compare making movies is like building a house, because each house has their own design, its own style. But at the end of the day, you need like the foundation and the walls. Like it's all basic stuff.
mm-hmm.
So once you go through that, then once you get used to doing that, then it's easy to make a house,
Yeah. Well, easier said than done.
Yeah.
but-
Once you like get the experience and you study, then you know.
Yeah, because I mean, I remember when you were doing the crowdfunding, I was honestly thoroughly impressed, because it was, you told me your idea, you told me how you were gonna set it up, how you were gonna pitch it, and kind of your goals and all the research that you had done, and it's like,
Yeah.
yo, like it's possible to do this shit. You know what I mean? Like that's what
You just gotta lock in, bro.
you gotta lock
Lock
in.
in.
You got to throw away the key and lock in.
That meeting was funny. I came to you and I was like, I gotta talk to you about this. And it was like a whole meeting. I had a whole presentation to you, but like, look, you were just like, yeah.
I'm like, what do you? Yeah, bro, you got it.
I
like,
think
what do you mean?
The reason I think why I did that was because like I just needed to get it out there.
Yeah. It helps. You know what?
And just hearing from someone like, am I crazy? And then you didn't say I was crazy, so
I was like, bro, what? Like,
yeah,
you finna get a lot of money for this, and then you reached your goal, and like the crowdfunding you did was so smart. Like I was like,
what's crazy is I don't even have like followers like that. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Like some people have like 20K followers on Instagram, and if every follower donates $1, you got 20K. You know what I'm saying?
Hello.
Me at the time only had like 600, so I'm just like, fuck. But shout out to my family. They did like 75% of like the money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There you go.
My biggest donor was $500. Shout out to Frank from I think Colorado. I don't know where he's.
Shout out to you, Frank.
Shout out to he's an executive producer. He got to pick a festival to submit to.
Nice.
I hope we get in there, and yeah, we'll see who goes.
Yeah, I mean, that was really smart to have. I mean, everything you did, like, I feel like you gotta go look it up and do your research of how that kind of went about. But so once you were able to do the crowdfunding, and by that point you already had the concept kind of more thought out, right? And more,
yes,
at least like the shot ideas and everything.
Yeah,
going.
I was planning it at the same time while I was funding it. I would say that like my biggest mistake though was right when the crowdfunded ended and I got the money, I had to film basically the next week, and like that could be a good thing, but I really needed that break like in between. So next time if I do this, I'm gonna have like a month break and then film versus just jumping into it.
Because it was a lot of work just to do all the crowdfunding.
Yeah, like I had no sleep because like after crowdfunding, I was like, okay, now we're filming, and I'm like, oh my goodness, very little sleep.
You put like a solid 3-4 months into the crowdfunding, huh?
I think it was. Oh, that's another.
Like including the planning.
Including the planning, yes, but the strategy is you can't crowdfund too long.
Yeah.
Because if you promote too long, it's like you're kind of dragging it out.
Yeah.
The solid number is like 30 or something like that. So I did like a month of crowdfunding, and then after filming, like, Prevail made me drink coffee because I never drank coffee before until Prevail. So
I need me some caffeine.
Yeah. So shout out to caffeine.
So, do you like iced coffee, or you like a hot coffee?
I like
cappuccino.
I don't even know the names. Latte? That's with.
Yeah, a lot like a hot latte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that? That's like milk with.
Yeah,
coffee.
Something like that. It's got the foam on it. You know. What
yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
Not as strong as like a.
I just like milk and then coffee, whatever that is.
Yeah, fire.
Some people just drink the coffee. I can't do that.
No, I can't do black coffee, but a good latte on a cold day, fire.
Yeah.
Or just a morning when you need it.
Yeah. My future film shoots, I think I'm just gonna have coffee on set or just caffeine, just something to get people going. Because before I think I just had water, and yeah, I'll obviously have water, but
just get you a little Folgers, you know what I mean, and just make it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Something.
Have some milk on standby.
Yeah. That'd be fire.
You know what I'm saying?
Not many film shoots do that for you. But it's okay.
Okay, so then how did the film shoot? How did that whole process go? Because let me ask you from the perspective of shooting the fighting, because it's a lot of fighting sequences and like action stunts. So how was that, and was there any danger elements to it?
So like during pre-production, I planned the choreography with my dad. I would say my dad did like I told him what I wanted. I was like, okay, I want this to happen, and I know how the audience will like visualize it. So like I know like where the breaks and the beats need to go. And then my dad just connected it and like refined it. And then I had to do, because everyone's busy and everyone lives far, I had to do the choreography with him. So like for one guy at a time. So basically I could do everything that the actors did on the big screen. I had to do that. But what was also hard is that we had to the actors we found had little to no martial art experience. So we had to do like a whole like boot camp for like a month just to train them just to throw a punch, like a simple punch. That took a while.
Damn.
Yeah. And then after that, then they had to get the choreography. and they're really talented. They locked in, and then we got it done. In terms of danger, not. I did to what they could do. I didn't want to do anything crazy. You know what I'm saying? The hardest thing is probably just falling on the ground, how to land safely. Shout out to Aaron. He taught them how to do safe stunts on set.
Yeah, shout out to you, Aaron.
Yeah. I can't think of his last name. That's you are. But we had a mat. So in the film, there's like a rug on the floor, and we put a mat underneath the rug. So, because otherwise it's concrete, they're gonna hit on the ground. So
and break somebody's back.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how they do it in Hollywood. I think they just hide the mat underneath the floor.
Yeah,
CGI it,
bro.
CGI it. But I didn't know CGI. So,
yeah,
I had to go practical on them.
Well, it looks awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
So then you got it all filmed, right? And then
yes, it was an uphill battle to say the least, because the first day was great, and then we shot and I think it's because during pre-production we spent so much time on the boot camp and helping those guys that we neglected the main fight with my dad and my uncle. And my uncle, he's busy too, so it was hard to just find practice time.
Yeah.
So by the time film came, we weren't prepared to film that main fight.
Yeah.
So we ended up having to reshoot it. I had to just get my bearings and then reshoot it.
Reset a little bit.
Yeah.
Practice to fight a little more.
Yeah.
Choreograph it a little more.
Yeah, and plan the shots too. And then, but once that came, you saw the final product. It was so good.
Nice.
Yeah.
So then, let's talk about, my favorite part for personal reasons.
The music.
The music that we were able to do for it. So we did the scoring here at URG Studios.
Shout out to URG Studios.
Hello. And I loved doing that whole process with you because the way we went about it was very
intentional.
Intentional is a great word, bro. You're in my head right now.
There you go. We're locked in.
No keys. We locked in. Yeah, it was very intentional and very what's the word?
It's like going with
teamwork and cooperative in the sense of
it's in unison, not with just each other, but with the film itself. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I think because I learned from the previous film, Callista, I kind of just okay, here you go, type of thing.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I didn't really know the direction of the music I wanted, but for this one, I knew from the beginning how I wanted it to sound, and I had references too. I never gave you those references too, because I felt like if I were to give you a reference, you might take too much inspiration from it.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna say anything, and hopefully I'll just verbally tell you the best way, and we create magic.
It helps so much that you as a director knew what you wanted going into the scoring of it, because on the other end of it, from being in charge of the sound, in charge of the music, it's when I get a project and it's just do whatever you want. A lot of times I'll do whatever I want, and it's just it doesn't necessarily. Yeah, exactly. But with your vision, I felt like I was able to just channel in.
Yeah, and you have a path.
Prevail. Yeah.
Where to go.
And it wasn't necessarily my vision, and I don't necessarily feel like it was your exact vision, but it was Prevail. You know what I mean? It was exactly what it was meant to turn into.
I think that's what makes a good director and a not so good director is vision, because some directors, they have an idea and that's it, or they have I know how I want them to act or do for this scene or do this scene, but that's it. So the more you have of a vision of the whole thing, the more you have of it, the better you're off. Because sometimes the worst thing as a director is saying, well, it's not the worst thing to say I don't know, but people are going to keep asking you questions on set, off set, and it's okay if you don't know, but you have to make a decision sooner or later,
Yeah.
And then having a vision helps you just to get that done.
Make those decisions.
Yes.
So when you were making Prevail, were you already envisioning how it was going to look from when you're watching it in the movie theater?
Yes.
Yeah. So you already had it all oh, damn, when this transitions to this and the music comes in and the effects from this and then the acting from this.
What was I about to say? The final, towards the end, when it was blue hour and the sun setting, bro, when we filmed that, I was like, oh my god, it's coming to life. Like that's when I knew. And then when I heard the score with it, I'm like, bro, this is crazy. Like this is art right here. So it's just so rewarding to see everything come together, and then going in the movie theater and then hearing people's reactions. Like that's why I do this, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, man, I mean, I guess I'll piggyback off of that. I was gonna say something else, but I forgot because I was thinking of people's reactions when. There was a private premiere of Prevail.
For the donors, the cast, crew.
You gotta try to say that 3 times. Private premiere Prevail.
Private premiere of Prevail. Private premiere of Prevail.
Okay, so there, and yeah, it was for the family, the crew, and the cast.
Donors, yeah.
Yep, and but it was so funny because we had watched the movie like a million times, so we're kind of like
we're
used
numb to it.
Yeah, numb to it a little bit. But then like there's like certain action scenes that get a little gruesome, and hearing the ooh like of the whole crowd, I was like, oh yeah, like that's so awesome, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and then like I don't know, because when I see it so many times, that's why it's good to have fresh eyes when you're editing.
Yeah,
because you want to make sure like is this good, is this right? But I didn't really do that. But fuck it, it's okay. we got it done. And then hearing people like see my brothers appear on screen, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like, whoa, like I know that guy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then some people that don't know like my family, they're like, wait, what? Why are people cheering for this guy? Yeah. But it's okay. That's just like that's something special just for the private premiere.
Yeah, no, we was all cheering for everybody that came out. Everybody is superhero in this movie. But even so, at the premiere, we played the movie twice.
Yes.
That second time, I think it didn't, because that first time when you see everybody on screen, it has that effect.
Yeah.
But that second time, they already knew what was coming.
Yeah.
So I feel like they were more locked into just like the story of it.
The story, the details, like, you know what I'm saying?
How did that feel like after that premiere was over and just hearing people like coming up to you and telling you about
I don't know, I just feel like I breathe. Because like beforehand, I had to it was all planning, and it was almost a year too, like, because post-production was freaking hell. But once it's done, I could finally just breathe and then now just move on to like the next thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's rewarding too, obviously. And yeah, I'm just
but you felt like a huge sense of relief.
Yes. Because I felt like I was just holding my breath the whole time, and when it's done, I'm like, wow.
Yeah. Did you feel like pressure from people, just not from the standpoint of them like
I won't
expecting
say
a lot?
Pressure, but just what's the word where you're like on stage? Nervous. Like, you know, when you go back on stage and you're just like a little nervous, like,
yeah.
I think I like it or not, but everyone's here.
Yeah.
It's all love, so.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And we performed at the Whittier Starlight Cinemas at Whittier. Mm-hmm. Shout out to them.
That was pretty cool walking in and seeing Prevail on the
bro, I didn't know we could do that because I pulled up and they were like, oh, do you want to put Prevail on the sign? I was like, yeah, bro, what?
Well, I'm gonna get this bitch packed out.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm proud of everyone that worked on it.
So now, that was a year and some change of work getting it done, and
from crowdfunding to premiering is a year.
Yeah.
Now we're in the festival circuit. After Big Bad, I'm hoping we get into San Diego Filipino Film Festival.
Hello.
I feel like, I mean, it's Filipino, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a Tagalog film, but what?
No, I remember the question I was gonna ask.
What were you saying?
Did you have any difficulties making a film in a different language?
Not for this one, just because my dad was one that spoke it, and I was like, and I'm even though I don't fully understand Tagalog, I hear it in the house a lot, so I know when something's like right or wrong.
Yeah, you pick up a little bit here and there.
Yeah, and then also my dad was consulting me with like translating it into English to dialogue. He's like, oh, this doesn't or English to Tagalog. He's like, oh, this doesn't translate well, or you gotta do it this way. And I kind of bickered heads with him because I'm like, oh, is this the right way to say it? Because a phrase in Tagalog is super long compared to English, and I was like, that's not really cool if you say it that long, you know.
Like, yo, this is supposed to be a short film. Like, this is about to turn into a full feature.
Yeah. And then oh man, I forgot to mention, like, I'm so proud of my dad and my uncle are not actors. None of my family are actors, but I help them rehearse and
yeah, you couldn't.
You wouldn't even know.
But your pops has experience in the industry, right? Like the film industry a little bit?
Not directly. So he does. When you do martial arts, you could either be a fighter, UFC, or you could be a stunt person in the movies, or you could teach. And then my dad's in the teaching world of martial arts. But he does, he knows a lot of martial arts, but he does Northern Shaolin, Kung Fu from, I don't know where, Long Beach, I think. But once a year,
Strong Beach Kung Fu?
Long Beach Kung Fu, man.
Damn.
Come on.
All right, cool.
But once a year, he does like a fighting.
And Eskrima, too.
Yes. I know Eskrima. I know that. Yeah.
I know a little bit, too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What do you call that? He does once a year. He performs on stage with my uncle, martial arts, and it's all choreographed. And sometimes it's just him on stage, and he just shows like some different forms and stuff. But because of that experience, he knows how to do choreography to the film. Mm-hmm. And then also he teaches, like, since he teaches a lot of people, he gets some people from the industry. Like, a lot of his students are like stunt performers, or like his biggest student is John Young Bosch. He's a Power Ranger, ex-Power Ranger. Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he has some indirectness of the industry, just not until now, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now he's full-blown actor.
Yeah, bro. He got noticed at a coffee shop, but from one of my followers, I worked with him on a different film, and he bumped into my dad, and he's like, "Wait, are you Ryan's dad from Prevail?" And my dad's like, "Yo, I'm famous. Like, I'm getting noticed." And I was like, "Yeah."
He came home like,
yeah, he's like, "Ryan,
let me tell y'all what happened to me today." You know what I mean?
I got noticed at a coffee shop.
Well, good for him, man. He deserves that.
Yeah, he deserves all the flowers.
Yeah, bro. That was he
another thing
went all out.
that I liked about Prevail is that, okay, before I made this film, my parents were kind of closed-minded a little bit in film, because it's like an out there type of industry.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think beforehand they deadass thought like, oh, you're just filming a camera, and like, what's so special? But then having my dad like up close of seeing what I actually do on set, he's like, dang, you're doing a lot. And then he gets like some film reels now on his Explore page on Instagram. He's like, Ryan, like, there's like these sound things, like there's ADR, like that's crazy, like you have to do all that. And I'm like, yeah, it's not just filming on a camera, like it's so much work.
Yeah.
What?
I forgot we did the ADR too.
Yeah, bro.
Was in here.
He was locked in for that one too. But now he just has more respect, and he understands like
There's layers to it.
There's layers to it, and it's like it's a whole thing. And I'm grateful that he saw that firsthand, and then now he knows.
Yeah, I mean, and that's, your parents seem to be pretty supportive, like, just of everything that you do. But
yeah,
probably to have them see that up close and personal is probably just a really cool feeling.
Yeah.
Just of like being able to do that with him, and have that experience with him.
And I think it's because, like, when I was in high school, when I used to make my earlier short films, obviously that's just me and the camera, and I guess I thought like I was doing that too, but no.
I mean, in a way, it's similar, but it's just
on a grander scale.
Yeah. Getting to a more advanced, the most advanced form. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But shout out to the crew. They made me look good in front of my dad, and then obviously vice versa, so it worked out. Yeah,
I mean, bro, you on a set is just like,
bro, I'm locked.
I just know things are gonna go better if you're on set. You know what I mean?
Thank
and
you.
if you're running it, then it's like, all right, bro. what do we do?
Bro, have you seen The Bear?
Yes.
I always compare running a film set is like, it's like that.
It's like running a restaurant, a kitchen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very. I'm like the chef. Everyone's like, yes, chef. I'm like, where's my sandwich? Hurry up.
It's because like y'all don't understand. Everything it's got to be like that. Not for a lot of reasons. For money.
The main thing is time, and time is money.
Yeah.
So like you're only there. Let's say you're at a location for 8 hours. you're booked for 8 hours. After that, like you're out of there, or like you can only afford these people for 8 hours. Otherwise, you gotta do all this bullshit. So you're kind of like, hurry up, we have to get to the next shot. So you're trying to fight the creativity with the time, with also the money, and then also the limitations. So
yeah, and
it's a battle.
And dealing with people, because on a film
Yes.
set, like y'all ever did a group project in school with like what 3 or 4 people? Y'all know how hectic that gets. Imagine you got your actors, you got your camera people, you got your lighting crew, you got your assistant camera, you got your
I forgot
directors,
who said it.
a whole bunch of people.
I forgot who said this, but they said making films is easy, but working with people is hard. And you gotta have to make people, especially when no one's getting paid, you gotta make people care and make them excited as much as you, and then just making sure everyone's also behaving and all that stuff. Director, you have to hold down the set. Like you gotta make sure all that happens, and that's something I have to learn a little bit. Just communicating of like, hey, let's bring it back.
Yeah,
I could do it. I know how to do that, but I could always improve.
Everybody can always improve with everything.
Yes, sir.
In life, but hey, that's how you improve, by doing things and by pushing yourself and doing all that. I was gonna say too, with the time thing, I thought it was a really interesting concept of, okay, if you're filming something and it's a daytime scene,
yes,
you have to fight the sun.
Yes.
Because the sun goes down.
Yes.
Can you explain a little bit about fighting the sun?
Okay.
In a movie set?
So, remember I said I had to reshoot it?
Yeah.
The original, besides not being prepared of filming it, another thing is that it was a clear blue sky day. And that's the worst thing to film in. Because not only is the sun harsh, it's going to change so fast. So I'm just on set. I literally did not know what to do, and I don't know. I knew it was a mess. So when we reshot it, thank God it was overcast, because now when there's a cloud, when the sun moves, there's no changes because the shadow does not change. It's basically like these lights. Like the sun is behind this, and it's overcast, and it's now just diffused properly, relatively lit. But for the ending fight, when it was Blue Hour only lasts for like...
What is Blue Hour?
Blue Hour, sorry, I should explain that. Blue Hour is after Golden Hour. So Golden Hour, I don't know how long Golden Hour is, but Blue Hour is like 30 minutes.
Okay.
So you have 30 minutes to film, or else it's dark and there's literally nothing you can do. So for the ending fight, that ending sequence, it took me, I think, 2 or 2.5 days to film that, and it only lasts for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So
because you wanted to use that Blue Hour.
Yes. And originally I wanted the whole fight in that Blue Hour because it's like looks so cinematic.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I didn't do that because it shows like the emotional aspect and the music too. Like I'm glad it was only at the end. But
and it makes it more intense battle.
Yes.
Because it's like, yo, they
it's
fought.
sad too. It's like emotional. It's like fuck, So it took like 2.5 days to film just that ending part, and then you could kind of see it at the end of the film. It gets like really dark because we're really pushing it. So like the final shot, it's hard to see it in the movie theater because the projector, it's all fuzzy. But when you watch it digitally, you can see like my dad's face more clearly. But we were really pushing it for like that till nighttime,
Y'all was going past the Blue Hour. Y'all was going into the dark hours.
Yes.
Yeah, no, but that's I thought that was a really interesting concept because it's like, yeah, in the movie, like when you watch it, it may be a minute or two of film, but realistically, it might take a few hours to film that. But if it takes a few hours to film that and you only get an hour of that lighting, like, you do the math, you know what I mean? You have to figure it out.
What also helped is that in the fight, there was flashbacks.
Yeah.
So when it cuts to a flashback, it comes back. It's okay if the sun changed because now it's like at a different... It's a different thing.
The viewer is just in a different mindset.
Versus if there was no flashbacks, you could kind of see like the sun changing a lot, but it's okay.
It's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I've learned a lot just from listening to you talk about it and all your headaches from just making it and doing all that good stuff. Let's talk a little bit about a legendary project called Autumn. Ooh, what's up?
You know what's crazy?
What's crazy?
Autumn was released in 2021. That was also the last year Justin Bieber released his stuff. But then Justin Bieber released his thing this year. So does that mean I'm releasing this year or what?
What does it mean?
What? Oh man, it was a time making Autumn. It was a time. I was 19, and then we finished it right on my birthday, so I turned 20. So
dropped a classic
yeah.
classic tape on him. Yeah, the people know about it. We don't.
I'm surprised I still get some monthly listeners. I'm like, shit, people.
Yeah, bro, we gotta make. Well, we're working on new music, but right now we've been dedicating a lot of. We've been making music, but for movies, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's a different thing.
I really want to get back to music. But admittedly, it's so hard for me to make a song versus a film, which is weird because like film's so complicated versus a song. But I think it's because you know how I said making a film is like making a house.
Yeah.
You have a team, and it's a step-by-step process to get it done. But for music, I always say it's like here's a canvas and here's a brush and make something great. And it's kind of like I don't know where to start. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. There's so many like options out there versus like a house is just follow the steps and do your little thing and it's done. That's what I'm curious for you. Is like, do you feel that where it's like it's a canvas and you don't know where to go?
I mean, not that I don't know where to go, but I see it as like there's a canvas, but I see it as there's maybe 6 different ways to paint it. Like, you know, I've just learned different ways to approach songwriting. So there's different formulas to build the house, you know what I mean? But it just varies depending on the artist, depending on the vibe, depending on a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I don't know. With songwriting, I feel like it is a little difficult, but I feel like good songwriting and the way that you write music specifically, it's got to come from a real place.
I've learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
I think Autumn, it did come from the right place, but it was very like formulaic a little bit. Or would you say no? No? Because I feel like, well, I'm saying you or other people write, it's like, you could tell it comes from the soul. Like, it's just boom, boom, boom. That's what I'm saying. And obviously you refine it and you do little stuff. But from the get-go, it's just what comes out. And it's hard for me to do that for some reason. I don't know.
I think
I just overthink, which is...
I think you do it. Like, for example, songs like Boo. Since you're my boo.
Boo.
Come on.
I just want you.
Come on, bro. A classic. When I hear songs like that, I'm like, that's Ryan. You know, like that's a Ryan energy, a Ryan vibe. But I feel like you've kind of expressed that. And you've kind of grown from that. So it's like you've got to find the new Ryan, because the Ryan now is much different than the Ryan. Yeah, the old Ryan.
Even physically, no.
Yeah, I miss the old Ryan sometimes, but
hey, I'm still here.
Yeah, the new Ryan is dope as hell, bro. What? But it's you gotta grow as a human. You know what I mean?
I have grown. I think that's a good thing because now put that into the music. You know.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I feel like maybe that's why you're overthinking it a little bit, because you're trying to like tap into like that energy of before, but maybe
really just go right now and just
maybe you gotta approach it from that new energy of like, all right, this is the new shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. You know what I mean?
Damn.
I don't know.
I really, and another thing that struggle is time management. I don't know how people do it out here, cause I don't know. It's people be doing like so many types of arts at the same time, plus a job. Me, admittedly, I just do a job and film, but I feel like I could input music if I get my time management right. But that's my own thing to do.
Well, what are you working on now? Like, what's been taking up your time recently?
So I'm working on my next film.
Nice. All right. Can we hear a little bit about it?
I'm not gonna say much, but it's another action film.
Okay, cool.
And I'm gonna basically it's everything I've learned from Prevail, and then applying it to this one. So all the mistakes I made, and then fixing it, and then
and
obviously growing. You know what I'm saying?
That's all it is.
I'm really excited. Hopefully we shoot it next year. Right now I'm in the planning stages. And I feel like I gotta crowdfund again.
Yeah.
It's gonna.
It's in the early stages.
Yeah.
Right now, but
Yeah.
okay, cool.
But I also want to make music while I do that too. Is just I think another thing is hard is shifting my mindset. I know music and film kind of go hand in hand, but it's a different mindset approach wise of like how to make a film and how to make a song. So like I'm kind of been in film mode. It's hard for me, especially since 2021. I need to revert back to music mode. So
switch gears.
Yeah, but once I do that, then I'm down to lock in. I mean, especially now because since it's going through festivals, Prevail, while I was doing that, I could work on the music.
Do you feel like there's any similarities to making a song to making a film?
Well, they're both emotions. It's just emotions into an art, and then seeing how people react to. And it's also putting in your worldview into it. Everyone lives differently, and putting that into your art, and that's what makes it unique too. That and also not sleeping is like another thing.
Yeah, if you pursue your art, you gotta be ready to stay up.
Yeah.
And work for it.
Yeah.
Let's jump into these are gonna be called the URG
questionnaire.
Yeah, URG questionnaire.
Yeah.
Live on the air.
Live on the air.
Ooh, hello. Okay, so the first one I got for you is if your life was a film, would the soundtrack be scored or would it be full of bangers?
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna say scored.
Scored?
Yeah.
Okay. You'd have some like string arrangements and some melodies and
yeah.
depth to it.
Very, very. I think because with music, it's like a reference. I don't know how else to put it. The score is a little more emotion because it's something unique.
Yeah.
Coming from the inside. I think I would do that. And plus, I don't know too many songs like you. So, you know.
Bro, a banger could be like a Justin Bieber song. But,
bro, if that's the case, my whole life is just Justin Bieber song.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, let's see.
Next question.
If your creative brain was a movie genre, what genre would it be?
My creative brain?
Yeah.
Horror.
I live in the darkness.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. But looky, I'm in my room and it's dark and I'm just locked in my laptop. Like, so it could be horror. But now I'm just say action because it's intense. I'm like a hacker on my laptop, like writing shit. I'm locked in.
If you could collaborate with one director in the industry, who would it be? Ooh.
What do you mean by collab? Like, what am I doing? Or it's like he's co-directing and I'm co-directing?
Yeah, co-direct.
Oh, shit.
Co-directed by, your name would go first. Co-directed by Ryan Dalan and...
Can I tell you my dream scenario of... So
please.
This will be crazy. And if future Ryan's watching this and actually happen, hello, what's up? So the one I'm working on, my next short film, there's a feature version of it, and if that feature gets made, bro, a fire collab will be Ryan Coogler. 2 Ryans, bro. 2 Ryans on the feature.
Ryan
film.
Squared.
Yes, Ryan Squared film, bro.
Dang, yeah, Ryan.
That will be
Ryan Dalan and Ryan Coogler.
Yeah.
What'd you feel about Sinners?
I like that, bro. I think, to me, that's what a film is. Because sometimes there's popcorn films, like Marvel. Like, I love Marvel, don't get me wrong. But it's very popcorn, amusement park type of film.
Yeah.
But a film is like Sinners or like Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Or Minari. All that jazz. But I liked it. I liked the music, cinematography. The freaking gore was crazy, but yeah, it was great.
Okay, cool. Okay, let's do a couple more.
Okay.
I got some good ones right here. I asked this one on my last podcast, and I like the answer. So,
oh shit!
If your music was a type of weather, what type of weather would it be?
Is autumn or weather? No, it's not.
No, well,
it's more like what do you call it when it's like a fall and it's like wind and like
like a
gloomy,
gloomy
Gloomy.
Okay.
Overcast. Yeah.
An overcast, gloomy day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You might have to wear a scarf.
Yeah.
That's the vibe?
That's the vibe.
Okay.
But my new shit, maybe thunderstorm rain.
Maybe a tornado?
Oh, hailstorm, you know? Who knows?
Hurricane!
Yeah.
I like that. You know what? Maybe the next project got to be a little hurricane action.
Yeah. Next question.
For the people out there that don't know, Ryan is a singer. So if you could perform under one light, one color, like one colored
like
light.
Actual light.
Yeah. For the rest of your life, what color would it be?
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna go purple on them.
Ooh, you know that's my favorite color.
That's like a lot of people's favorite color.
For real?
You're like the 10th billionth person. But maybe that's why.
Maybe I'm just mad regular.
Yeah. a second closest green, like a forest green, like your desktop.
Okay.
Some shit
cool,
like that.
Cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know why everyone likes purple. I think it's because it's like blue is too typical, red is too intense. So they just go purple on them. I don't know. What about you? Purple.
What colored light?
Yeah. He's like white.
Nah, white would be too weird. I'd probably say like a light blue.
Okay.
Maybe not like a baby blue, but like almost like aqua blue.
Wait, have you asked this question like in other videos?
Not this one. No.
Oh, okay.
That's the first time.
I was about to say like how many or what was like the most popular color?
No,
Who knows?
I've never asked that one before.
Hey,
Maybe I gotta start doing some repeat questions so I could get a poll going.
Oh
like,
shit, a little research going.
Yeah. I mean, okay, if you had a superpower, what superpower would it be?
Telekinesis.
Ooh,
I could literally move anything to me. I could even move myself so I could fly. Have you seen X-Men with the one with the Last Stand with Jean Grey where he's actually like
Yeah.
That's gonna be me.
You're Jean Grey. You're the Phoenix.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Are you excited for the new Fantastic Four movie?
Bro, I heard that shit looks so good. I like Galactus as a character, so I hope they do him right.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
We've been needing a good Marvel movie.
Yeah.
For all the
Bro,
nerds.
after this is Avengers. I think Spider-Man. But either way, both fire. So we'll see what happens.
Top tier, hopefully.
Hopefully.
All right, well shit, Ryan. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you for having me on the podcast.
Man, we've done some legendary shit. Y'all gotta let people know where they can follow you at or
follow me, Ryan Dalan. It's just my name, RyanDalan. And follow Prevail Short Film on Instagram. That's it.
Yeah, wish us luck on all the film festivals, you know what I mean? Make sure to subscribe.
Hell yeah.
Like the video so we can keep doing what we do. And yeah, much love.
Peace. That's a wrap.